Rocket League keeps pushing cars out. Alright, it is what it is. Let's get this ball rolling. Alright, the F1 Formula 1 car is finally here. Let's actually look at it into the shop, see where you can get that. There's a bunch of things going for sale at the moment. They're going to go all the way to the F1 2021 fan pack. Here you see the car, what it comes with, limited time. It is 2,000 credits, just like all the other promotions, which again is a lot, but here we are. Looking at the car itself, super cool. Comes with these wheels. I'm assuming you can't really be changing any of the stuff. That's kind of like the trend that's been going on with these cars that are coming out, but so that sucks. But looking at these, that looks cool. McLaren, William Racing, Red Bull, super cool. McLaren says Coca-Cola, I love that. But yeah, so that's the F1 bundle. Just by looking at it, I can already feel like it might not be worth it if you're not into this type of car, because you can't really do your own personalization on it. But other than that, that's where you find it. Go into the store and you see the F1 2021 fan pack. So here we are with the Formula 1 car. This looks pretty much exact. I do like how the Formula 1 cars look for the most part, but just by looking at it now, I'm going to tell you that I'm not going to be using it very much. But it is a super cool car. They even have the little crash bar, roll bar, nice little scoop right there. Overall, super nice. I do like the where I can see even the carbon fiber right here, which is kind of cool. But I mean, looking into the actual car itself, you can't really change the decal other than the ones that they give you. They have some nice ones. Obviously, branding Ferrari, AMG, Red Bull, which is super cool. I like to use this one just because it has the Coca-Cola branding on it. I like Coca-Cola. You can't put your own paint job, which is very unfortunate. I always want to use my own, and they're kind of limiting that creative personality that a lot of people want to use. Same thing for the wheels. You can only allowed to use the Pirelli wheels, which is what it is. Boots, you can change whatever you want. I mean, I'm just using that. No toppers, no antennas. Gold explosion, whatever you want. I like to use hot rocks for this kind of thing. Kind of matches it. The engine, let's hear that. Sounds nice. Overall, I mean, it sounds like the kind of, what it should sound like borderline I guess electric, and then all those shifts are super nice to hear the gears going through. Husky chocolate, huh? Overall, super nice car. Let's get into the hitbox of it. Alright, so here we are with the Formula 1 hitbox. This car is actually the dominant hitbox, believe it or not. I really thought it was going to be like the Plank, like the Mantis, or some other type of car, and wow. Okay, I mean, for this car to be super, I guess, low, I guess the dominant hitbox might work. I don't know. I think it's a missed opportunity. Looking at the car itself, you see there's a big gap from the top to the where it actually hits. Looking at everything else from the side view, a little bit, nothing too crazy in the back. The front has a really big real estate in the front of where you're actually gonna hit the ball, which I don't know if it'll confuse us. I mean, it is a skinny car, so we'll see. Looking from the back, it just makes it more apparent how much gap there is from the actual roof of when you'll be contacting the ball, which is crazy. And then looking at the top down view, looking at this, it's not too bad. It'll hit the wheels where you think. I don't think it'll be too bad, just because I think even though there's a big space here, you're gonna be training your eyes on the actual side profile. So this is not too bad. It's actually pretty nice. But that front, pretty much this doesn't exist if you want to play the game with this car. This is nothing. You don't have to worry about it. So it's just the front, something you got to worry about. But other than that, I mean, the downside on this car, I guess matches it okay. That roof is gonna be crazy. So just gotta see how that turns out in game. Alright, so overall, in terms of gameplay with the F1 car, I actually loved it. I am used to the dominant hitbox, so I guess having that in mind to really help me drive this car, but it is super skinny and super small. Surprisingly, this car is like weird, but like in a good way, I guess. I did enjoy it. It hit the areas the way I wanted it to. It being super long, I did have a little bit of trouble on the wall just because I wanted to roll down, or I wanted to, I guess, jump off it while rolling up, and it was a little weird. I'd clip it every now and then and I wouldn't get a good launch, but overall the car is super nice. I didn't expect it to be as good as it is. Surprisingly, a borderline maybe OP. I had really good games with it, and I really enjoyed just driving it in general. It being super long, I guess conceptually or based on the car design, I guess helped it more than anything. And even though it has that super big, I guess, front bumper that really doesn't clip the ball in any way, I didn't notice it too much. So good on them. They made it a car that looked really good and actually performed. So I do like it. All right, here we are with the Animus GP. My first impressions of this car is that it's super sleek. I do like that. It does have some design cues of the F1 type cars. The GP I think stands for Grand Prix, so that's the type of racing this car kind of does. I do really like the design of it overall. I like to see the shock absorbers. I think that's super nice touch. They're always red, I see. These little fins down here and on the side would change color based on if you had a painted version, which you can only get by trading. But overall, I think it's a super nice car. It's kind of sleek. Nothing too much to say about it. I do really like this super big spoiler. It looks short but fat. So, I mean, we'll see how that translates in the actual hitbox. But other than that, super nice. Let's actually move on. Alright, so here we are with the Animus GP Hitbox. This hitbox is actually not the Dominus Hitbox. You would think that the two cards are kind of alike would have the same hitbox, but they don't. This is actually the Breakout Hitbox. So, I haven't used the Breakout Hitbox since when I actually used the Breakout. So, we'll see how this goes. Looking at the actual hitbox itself, it actually matches it pretty well. Nothing too crazy of a gap here. I don't think it's too bad. I mean, from here to here, yeah, but you'll be more trained on seeing your eyes from here. The back is pretty slick. The front has little to no real estate to the front, which is super nice. Looking at the back view just confirms that there's not much of a gap here. It's super nice. And then, wow, it's damn near perfect on the hitbox from side to side. I mean, a little bit, it kind of concaves a little bit to this side, but while you're driving from behind, you'll kind of train your eyes to be more seeing just the side view, and you'll see that this wheel actually is perfect. And the front, literally nothing. Just a little thing. You probably won't see that while you're driving, so it's super nice. I think this hitbox matches very well. I don't have a front view of the car, but it's alright. Overall, I think this is match pretty well. Alright, moving on about this Animus GP. I did not hate it, but I didn't care for it, to be honest. It's a nice car. It has a breakout hitbox, so the breakout hitbox usually has a tendency to not hit the ball too hard. So usually better for air dribbling, but I mean, I found it okay in every aspect. I think in the air it was really good, but everywhere else it kind of just felt like a car. I didn't enjoy it. I do like the design of it, so I guess it's contradicting what the hypothesis is. If you like the car, it's gonna be good. So for me, it wasn't too great. It is a knockoff version, I guess, of the F1, even though this car did come out first, but other than that, I mean, I don't have too much to say about it. It's an okay car. I wouldn't fault anybody for using it because it is kind of nice looking. But other than that, I mean, not for me. But in the air, it's pretty great. All right, in terms of the ranking, we got the Twins at number 1, Scarab as dead last. Where I'm going to put the formerly F1, it was a super nice car. It's going to beat out a lot of the cars here. I'd say that was, I'm going to put that number probably 3. Yeah, I'm going to put that at number 3. And the Animus GP is probably going to sit better than the Mustang NASCAR and worse than the Camaro NASCAR. So that's going to hit that number 9 spot. Overall, this is the ranking, and I stand by it. I mean, we've gone through 12 cars already. It feels like it's been taking forever, so I might have to speed up. But yeah, Formula 1, super great. Animus GP, not the best, but this is the current ranking at Twinzer, F-150, Formula 1, Breakout, Camry, Lambo Huracan Mudcat, Camaro, Animus GP, Mustang, R3MX, X-Level, and Scarab as the indefinite last. And there you go, guys. That was the Formula F1 pack and the Animus GP. I personally don't think the Formula 2021 fan pack is worth getting, but I got it just so you guys can see it. The Animus GP itself isn't whatever car. For me, it was just okay, nothing more than that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I really would appreciate it if you can like and subscribe. It'll really help me out. Thanks for watching.